doesn't want free coffee.
Nope. Okay, we are bringing back a feature that, by popular demand, that we had stopped doing for a while. It's called Wax of Contrition. And this week I am going to be more technical difficulties. Apparently we were listening to Steely Dan last night. You can kick and beg and plead us that you're not a gambling man. Go back, Jack, do it again. We'll spin it round and round. I always pictured like Carlos Santana like finishes up his set and Bernie from Glen Burnie goes up to him and says, "Hey man, you didn't play Do It Again." And he's like, "That's so Steely Dan, jackass. That's not my song. Get off my stage." Yeah, the best song that Santana never wrote.
Anyway, that's not it.
That's not what we're featuring. We're actually featuring Deceased's. What album? We're featuring Deceased's 1995 record, The Blueprints for Madness. Take it away.
Deceased were the masters of honing their craft. After a slew of cassette demos that go all the way back to the mid-'80s and the brawny 1991 debut, Luck of the Corpse, which I believe was Relapse catalog number 001.
Damn your in-laws.
Then 2 more cassette demos. It was time for a disc of brandy new material from Lord Doomstone and his posse of blasphemers. Fans of later Deceased records may find this one a little bit more in the realm of raw death metal, but even so, there are plenty of twists and turns from a tempo standpoint. Fowley's love for ELP possibly coming through in spots.
Like Starkus.
At the time, one of the only drumming vocalists in the genre. Deceased is already establishing their slightly long-winded style with quite a few cuts hovering around the 6-minute mark. Lyrically, it runs the full gamut from lake zombies to UFOs to alternate dimensions to, well, of course, cemeteries. Even the odd horror movie sample gets thrown in the mix from time to time.
Okay, let's play a song from Deceased. This is The Triangle. Okay, continuing our Wax of Contrition, Deceased. By the way, there's a award-winning interview with King Fowley on this show. If you go back a few weeks, we have a splendid chat with him, and we talk a lot about Cyclone Brutal Destruction. Anyway, on this album, the drums are clattery and chaotic, but they sound marvelous, as obviously the King had been improving his percussive chops, and his maniacal woofs and shrieks are growing in power too. Into the Bizarre is a definite standout, shooting out of the gates with slow, wrought iron riffs that seesaws between ludicrous speed and slow lurch, spewing lyrics that sound born of a bad acid trip. It's an album full of great riffs and impressive solos with a really knife-like rhythm tone from guitarist Mark Adams and newcomer guitarist Mike Smith. I'm not sure if the band ever tops the opener. We're going to play it for you in a minute. Morbid Shape in Black, mainly due to the dizzying percussive performance from King Foley. I'm not one to disagree with the Autopsy comparisons, but the wild rolls and syncopated vocals remind me a lot of Dark Throne's Goat Lord album, which I've also featured on this show. So, at any rate, this may be Deceased at their techiest, but it's still a morbid and captivating listen. Long live the Virginia Death Machine. So let's play a song.
This is, as forementioned, Morbid Shape in Black.
This is the Snaggletooth Extreme Metal Podcast.